Did you know eating oatmeal with the wrong foods can secretly turn it into cancer fuel? Oatmeal is often praised as a heart-healthy, senior-friendly breakfast, packed with fiber and nutrients. But what most people don't realize is that eating certain ingredients with oatmeal can quietly turn that wholesome bowl into something that could increase your risk of cancer over time. Yes, you heard that right. A food considered one of the healthiest breakfasts can become harmful simply by pairing it with the wrong thing. And the scary part? These mistakes are incredibly common among older adults. In today's video, we'll walk you through the 5 most common oatmeal mistakes seniors are making, often with the best of intentions. We'll explain why they're harmful, what they do inside your body, and most importantly, what to do instead, so you can keep enjoying your breakfast safely and smartly. Whether you eat oatmeal every morning or just occasionally, this video could help you avoid a dangerous combination that too many people overlook. By the end, you'll know exactly what to eliminate and how to rebuild your morning habit, so it protects, not threatens your longevity. Mistake 1, adding brown sugar or flavored syrups. It's easy to think that a spoonful of brown sugar or a drizzle of maple syrup won't hurt after all. It's just a little sweetness to make oatmeal more palatable. But what starts as a small indulgence can quickly become a dangerous habit, especially as we age. Many seniors don't realize that regularly. Adding sugary sweeteners to oatmeal can quietly raise their blood sugar, increase insulin resistance, and promote chronic inflammation, all of which have been linked to cancer risk. Brown sugar, honey, agave nectar, and especially flavored syrups that are popular in store-bought oatmeal packets might seem harmless, but they are processed forms of sugar that spike your glucose levels and flood your system with excess energy your cells don't need. Over time, this triggers a damaging cycle. High blood sugar can lead to increased production of advanced glycation, end products, compounds that age your tissues and create oxidative stress, 2 major factors in cancer development. And for seniors whose metabolism naturally slows with age, the impact is even more intense. Think about this. You wake up in the morning, make a bowl of oatmeal thinking it's healthy and unknowingly lace it with a sugar bomb that starts your day with inflammation. This doesn't just affect your waistline or energy. It impacts your immune system's ability to detect abnormal cells and suppress tumor growth. Repeated exposure to high glycemic foods can weaken your body's natural defense systems over time. Let me share a quick story. Margaret, a 74-year-old woman I knew from our local community group, was always proud of her morning routine. Every day she'd eat oatmeal with a generous helping of maple syrup and dried fruits. She thought she was doing everything right. But over the years, her doctor noticed her A1C levels creeping up, and she started experiencing joint pain and fatigue. When she finally adjusted her breakfast, swapping syrup for cinnamon and berries, she not only lost weight but noticed clearer energy and less inflammation. Her next checkup showed dramatic improvement. Instead of processed sugars, there are safer, even tastier alternatives. Try adding cinnamon, which not only adds a warm flavor, but also helps stabilize blood sugar. Fresh blueberries or raspberries offer natural sweetness, plus antioxidants that fight free radicals. Even mashed banana can give oatmeal a creamy texture with just enough sugar to satisfy without overload. The goal isn't to eliminate joy from your breakfast, it's to protect your health by making wiser choices. So the next time you reach for that syrup bottle, ask yourself, is this sweet habit worth the silent cost to your health? Mistake 2, pairing oatmeal with processed protein powders. One of the more recent trends among health-conscious seniors is adding protein powder to oatmeal, believing it boosts muscle retention and makes the meal more balanced. But not all protein powders are created equal, and many of them contain ingredients that can quietly sabotage your health rather than support it. Here's the issue. Most commercial protein powders, especially those marketed for weight loss or performance, are highly processed. They often contain artificial sweeteners like sucralose or aspartame, chemical stabilizers, emulsifiers, and synthetic vitamins, all of which may disrupt your gut microbiome or trigger low-grade inflammation. When your body is exposed to this type of inflammation on a daily basis, especially from hidden additives in processed food, it can suppress immune function and create an environment where abnormal cells are more likely to grow unchecked. For seniors, the stakes are even higher. The gut plays a crucial role in immune regulation, and any imbalance caused by chemicals in protein, powders, or preservatives can damage the lining of the digestive tract. This damage increases what's called intestinal permeability, or leaky gut, where toxins that should remain in the gut escape into the bloodstream. Over time, this constant state of immune activation can promote chronic diseases, including cancer. Let me tell you about Walter, a 68-year-old retired teacher. He started adding a chocolate-flavored protein powder to his oatmeal every morning. After reading about the benefits of protein for older adults, within months he began to feel bloated, experienced irregular digestion, and noticed more frequent headaches. After working with a nutritionist, he learned that the protein powder he was using contained carrageenan, a thickener known to cause inflammation in some people, and artificial flavors derived from petroleum sources. Once he switched to whole food sources of protein, like plain Greek yogurt and chopped nuts, his digestion improved and his energy stabilized. The bigger danger lies in long-term accumulation. These protein powders may contain heavy metals like arsenic, cadmium, and lead, traces of which have been found in independent lab tests, even in popular brands. When consumed daily, especially combined with oatmeal that's meant to be a health food, they can become a hidden cancer risk few seniors suspect. And unlike whole foods, powders don't send the same satiety signals to the brain, which means you may eat more than you actually need without feeling full, raising your risk for weight gain and metabolic dysfunction. What's the better option? If you want to add protein to your oatmeal, go natural. Add a scoop of plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt, or stir in a spoonful of almond or peanut butter. Just make sure it's made with only nuts and no added oils or sugars. Even a handful of hemp seeds or chopped walnuts will give you a rich, satisfying texture while boosting protein content. These options provide not just protein, but fiber, healthy fats, and real nutrients your body knows how to use. Remember, oatmeal should be simple and nourishing, not a delivery system for questionable lab-made ingredients. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Mistake 3, mixing oatmeal with fruit juice instead of water or milk. A lot of seniors think they're doing something smart by using orange juice or apple juice instead of water to cook their oatmeal. It sounds healthy, doesn't it? After all, fruit juice is made from fruit. But this one habit could be quietly undermining your efforts to stay well, and in some cases may even contribute to the development of chronic diseases, including cancer. When you replace water or milk with fruit juice, you're flooding your body with a concentrated dose of fructose, without the fiber that slows down its absorption. This spikes your blood sugar and forces your liver to process an overload of simple sugars. First thing in the morning, over time, excess fructose gets stored as fat in the liver, leading to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, which is a known risk factor for liver cancer. Fruit juice, despite its natural-sounding label, behaves more like soda than a piece of whole fruit. It lacks the peel, pulp, and fiber that slow digestion and support gut health. Without those components, your body digests the sugars rapidly, causing insulin spikes that are particularly harmful for seniors. High insulin levels over time have been linked not just to diabetes and heart disease, but also to hormone-driven cancers such as breast and prostate cancer. Let's take the story of Janet, a 74-year-old grandmother, who always loved starting her day with oatmeal soaked in apple juice. She believed it added a pleasant sweetness without needing extra sugar. But when she visited her doctor for a routine checkup, she was shocked to learn that her triglyceride levels had climbed dangerously high. After consulting a dietitian, she learned that daily, fruit juice was the hidden culprit. Once she switched to water with cinnamon and added some chopped apple on top, her blood work began to normalize. And she still got that apple flavor she loved, but with fiber and far less sugar. Another issue with fruit juice is that it often comes from concentrate and includes additives like ascorbic acid and citric acid in synthetic form. These preservatives, when consumed daily in heated mixtures like oatmeal, can interact with other ingredients and increase oxidative stress inside the body. Oxidative stress damages cells at the DNA level and is a known contributor to the formation of cancerous mutations. A healthier alternative? Stick with water or unsweetened almond milk, which provides a creamy base without the sugar load. You can naturally sweeten your oatmeal by topping it with slices of banana, blueberries, or a dash of cinnamon. These whole foods not only taste delicious, but also provide antioxidants and fiber that actively fight inflammation and protect your cells. The goal isn't to strip away all flavor, but to shift away from sugar-laden habits disguised as healthy choices. Cooking oatmeal in juice may seem innocent, even refreshing, But for seniors aiming to maintain stable blood sugar and reduce cancer risk, it's a mistake worth correcting. Mistake 4. Adding flavored yogurt or creamers. Many older adults like to make their oatmeal creamy and flavorful, and flavored yogurt or non-dairy creamers seem like an easy fix. A dollop of strawberry yogurt or a splash of hazelnut creamer might make the bowl more exciting. But here's the hidden danger. These add-ins are often loaded with processed sugars, artificial flavors, and emulsifiers that may increase cancer risk, especially when consumed regularly and heated. Let's start with flavored yogurt. Most brands marketed as low-fat or fruit on the bottom are packed with added sugars, some with as much as 15 grams per small container. When you stir that into hot oatmeal, the sugars break down even faster, creating compounds called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These AGEs trigger inflammation, accelerate aging, and have been associated with various types of cancer, including colon and pancreatic cancer. Even worse, some yogurts contain artificial colors and preservatives, including carrageenan, which has been flagged in animal studies for its potential to inflame the gut and promote tumor growth in the colon. The warm temperature of oatmeal can exacerbate these risks, as heat may cause certain additives to interact or degrade in ways that increase oxidative stress in your body. Creamers, especially non-dairy varieties, can be even more problematic. Many are made with hydrogenated oils, high fructose corn syrup, artificial sweeteners like sucralose or acesulfame, potassium, and thickeners such as polysorbates. These ingredients were never part of a natural human diet. Hydrogenated oils contain trans fats, which the Food and Drug Administration has linked to heart disease and are now banned in many products. Yet some creamers still use them in small amounts. Trans fats also promote inflammation, which contributes to cellular damage and raises cancer risk. Let me tell you about Walter, an 81-year-old retiree who always added a splash of vanilla creamer to his oatmeal. He didn't think much of it until he began experiencing stomach discomfort and fatigue. After eliminating the creamer and switching to a small amount of plain Greek yogurt with berries instead, his digestion improved, and he felt noticeably more energetic within just a few weeks. For seniors, this small daily indulgence can have outsized effects. Our bodies become more sensitive to dietary toxins with age. A lifetime of exposure to processed ingredients adds up, and continuing to consume them, especially in a heated meal like oatmeal, can increase your cumulative cancer risk. So what should you do instead? Choose plain, unsweetened yogurt if you enjoy a creamy texture. You can stir it in after cooking your oatmeal so you don't denature the probiotics with heat. Or use unsweetened almond or oat milk as a cooking base. For flavor, consider adding spices like cinnamon or nutmeg, or a few crushed nuts for a richer mouthfeel. These are not only safe but also support heart and brain health. The bottom line is that while flavored yogurt and creamers may feel comforting or nostalgic, they often hide more harm than help. Making a simple shift toward whole, unprocessed additions can protect your health and make every bowl of oatmeal a step toward longevity. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Mistake 5, relying on instant oatmeal packets with additives. Convenience is a beautiful thing, especially when you're dealing with slower mornings or aching joints. And for many seniors, those little packets of instant oatmeal feel like a perfect solution. Just add hot water and breakfast is served. But here's the problem. What looks like a quick and easy meal might actually be a toxic time bomb for your health. Most commercial instant oatmeal packets are not just oats. They're heavily processed, pre-cooked, and filled with artificial ingredients. Sugar, preservatives, flavorings, and colorings that can quietly increase your cancer risk over time. These additives don't just pass through the body. They interact with your cells, disrupt your gut, and trigger inflammation, all of which are known contributors to cancer development. First red flag is the sugar. Many popular instant oatmeal flavors, like maple brown sugar, apple cinnamon, or peaches and cream, contain up to 12 or 15 grams of added sugar per serving. That's about 3 or 4 teaspoons in one small bowl. For a senior who's less active than they used to be, that sugar doesn't get burned off. It feeds fat cells, creates insulin spikes, and leads to chronic inflammation. And chronic inflammation is one of the root conditions that cancer cells thrive on. Then there's the problem of synthetic flavorings. Compounds like natural flavor, artificial flavor, or caramel color may sound harmless, but they're often created in labs and contain chemicals like propylene glycol or solvent residues. Caramel color in particular has been linked to 4-MeI, a contaminant that has shown carcinogenic properties in animal studies. This additive has sparked concern from the California Office of Environmental Health Hazard Assessment, which lists 4-MeI as a potential cancer risk. Some instant oatmeal packets also include emulsifiers and stabilizers such as mono and diglycerides or carrageenan. These ingredients are used to maintain shelf life and texture, but have been shown in several studies to alter gut bacteria, thin the protective lining of the intestines, and set off immune reactions that make the body more vulnerable to tumor formation over time. Take Harold, a 76-year-old widower who used to eat a different flavored oatmeal packet every morning. It was simple and cheap. But after experiencing bloating and unexplained fatigue, he decided to try switching to whole rolled oats. Within a few weeks, not only did his digestion improve, but his blood sugar stabilized and he even lost a bit of belly fat. That change, moving from a processed version of the same food to its whole form, made all the difference. Another hidden danger is the portion size. Those tiny packets are often not enough to fill you up. So many people add toast or juice on the side, leading to a carb-heavy breakfast with little nutritional value. This pushes your blood sugar even higher, taxes your pancreas, and, over time, may raise your risk of metabolic syndromes like diabetes, which is tightly linked to cancer risk in older adults. So what should you do instead? Skip the instant and go for steel-cut or old-fashioned rolled oats. They take a few more minutes to cook, but they offer fiber, complex carbohydrates, and none of the questionable additives. You can make them in bulk and reheat them throughout the week. Add in fresh fruit, a handful of nuts, or a teaspoon of cinnamon for flavor. That way, you control what's in your bowl and what's going into your body. Remember, you're not just saving time with instant oats. You may be shaving off years from your life without realizing it. Choosing whole ingredients over processed packets can protect your gut, balance your blood sugar, and reduce your exposure to chemical additives that may quietly fuel disease. Final thoughts. Who would have thought that something as simple and wholesome as oatmeal could turn against us when paired with the wrong habits? But that's the quiet trap many of us fall into. We trust a food's reputation, but forget to look closely at how we prepare it, what we add to it, and how our aging bodies respond. The truth is, oatmeal can be one of the healthiest breakfasts out there, or it can slowly stir up inflammation, digestive problems, and yes, even raise our cancer risk if we're not careful. After the age of 60, our metabolism slows, our cells become more sensitive to environmental stress, and our gut health becomes a cornerstone of disease prevention. That means we need to be more deliberate, more mindful about every bite we take. This doesn't mean living in fear or tossing out every box in the pantry. It means being informed, being empowered, and making small, wise choices every day. Eliminating processed sugars, artificial creamers, and chemical-laden packets isn't about denying pleasure. It's about choosing vitality over convenience, strength over shortcuts. It's about giving our bodies a chance to heal, energize, and thrive as we continue writing the later chapters of our lives. Oatmeal at its core is still a powerful ally. But like any tool, it depends on how we use it. So let's use it well, pair it with foods that nourish, avoid the ones that harm, and approach breakfast. Not as a rushed obligation, but as a daily opportunity to protect and restore our health. You deserve that. You've earned that. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.